folks. Oh, wait. Hello, folks. Tonight we're going to look at Grolsch. Now, I don't think this night is going to be as crazy and rollicking as last week. Last week was a little different, but that was one of those malt liquor maniac videos.
Black Metal Troy.
Yeah, that was something else. It was memorable. He wants to join us for Ice House Edge, so get ready. All right. Well, before we get started on the beer, Grolsch.
Yummy.
From the South, we have myself, Louisiana Beer Reviews, Jean H. Pierre, the famous Mobile, Alabama beer reviewer who has never had Grolsch. And are you excited about trying it? Uh-oh. All right.
Muted.
Can't hear you, John. Okay, let's see, any others? Oh, we have John from Virginia, who actually doesn't have any Grolsch. All right,
I've had it several times.
from the West, we have Keone.
How's it?
Yo.
We have the Beer Cup and Michelle Stitches
Hello.
With pizza to go.
with some pizza, which they're going to keep showing it to us, even though we can't have any. We resent. And from the North, we have John Sharon from Indiana, famous beer reviewer who I hope starts making some more videos. That's another story. All right. I was hoping we'd have Charles.
I haven't talked to him today.
Oh man, he always brings up good points. We have from. I thought we'd have Patrick O'Donnell from Pennsylvania, but I hadn't seen him around in a while. Let's see. We have Eric from Massachusetts.
Howdy.
Friar Tuck from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Hola.
And Nate from Massachusetts.
Hey. Oh.
We have with Nate's friend who's anonymous for some reason. And we have a strong New England contingent tonight.
Yay.
Yes, it works.
The Yankees are in the house.
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Yeah, not the Yankees.
I don't mean the baseball team. I mean
Up in the top.
ethnic group. All right, now
Oh, that popped. That didn't pop.
well, I was looking on the Miller SABMiller website, which they've really improved. I mean, it's a fascinating website now. And they're talking all about the beer, you know, and they're saying the best glassware is a Willebecker glass, but then of course they have a photograph where they're not putting it in that glass, which is kind of strange. But it says brewed using a selection of the finest two-row European summer barley. And John, Sharon, you know two-row's the better barley, right?
Yep.
Beer Cup knows it. It has distinctive full-body taste characterized by major hop malty notes.
Sweet.
They're saying this. Major hop. They're giving it 4 hops out of 5 on the bitterness scale.
Oh, whoa. Watch out, people.
Hey, I'm just reading what it says. As well as a moderately bitter and long aftertaste. A long aftertaste. It has a rich golden color, noble hop aroma, and they're giving it 2 out of 5 sugar cubes on sweetness.
Good.
5% alcohol, and there's many Grolsch variants which we don't get. Now, if you notice on these flip-top plastic, used to be ceramic, but flip-tops, it's got a paper shroud to make sure nobody tamper with it.
I didn't get that. I got a regular bottle.
That's cool. And they also make it in cans, but I never see cans.
I've never seen a can.
I haven't seen it in the cans either.
Yeah,
you
just good pills in
So
it.
you lift up, and then you press down, and it should be coming out of here. There it is.
Yeah,
Now, apparently, they say in the Netherlands, you could still get the ceramic caps. It's not a 500 milliliter bottle. It's only 450, so it's like 14 and a half ounces.
Mine says 15.2 fluid ounces, 450 milliliters.
Oh, 15.2. Okay, so less than a pint. Not the greatest value.
Rip-off pint.
Yeah, right.
American rip-off pint.
Yeah, right. It should be 16.9. Okay. So it's a cool bottle, and apparently some home brewers use these bottles.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Resealable. Who got the flip cap?
We love them.
I did.
I don't.
I got the regular. What did I probably want? 11 ounce
I didn't
bottle.
know they had regular.
Regular Pride cap. Now, Beer Cub and Michelle Stitch, you say y'all use these?
Oh yeah.
we love these bottles for homebrew.
Yeah, they work great.
And they really clamp down too. You're not gonna lose that cap.
Nope.
Right.
5% alcohol. Now, one question I wanted to ask y'all. I don't think they were brewing this in 1615, right?
Says.
You'd be
Not
surprised.
a light lager, considering light lagers didn't really come out onto the market until 1842.
And could they ferment during that time, Jay?
They were probably making strong beers, probably ales, but whatever the case, Grolsch, the company Grolsch, was established in the Netherlands, which at the time wasn't a separate, really wasn't.
Wasn't.
separate.
It says the brewery was founded in 1615, not the beer itself.
Right. The brewery was founded in 1615, and then I guess as the Pilsner style took over in the 1840s, they adopted that. And I think I remember reading somewhere that that didn't come out till like the 1880s for them. But you know, they jumped onto that bandwagon. So their lager, their light lager, became their trademark. You know, their like flagship. But if y'all noticed,
Have you seen this come out in the mini kegs? This comes out in a mini keg.
I have seen that, yes, and I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
It's good.
They make about 10 or 12 different varieties of Grolsch. The only ones we get is this one and the light. I've seen the light beer. But, you know, I was putting it on Facebook. They have this Oktoberfest Grolsch, and the one I'd really like to try would be the Grolsch Cannon,
Yeah, wow.
11.6% alcohol.
Right.
Jay, don't they have another one that's at 11.6 as well?
I'm not sure. I know it's the Grolsch Cannon, and they were saying on the website, the Dutch website, not the SABMiller, but they were saying this cannon is strong and you have to be very careful when you drink it.
Yeah, they have another one that they make for the Amsterdam market called Amsterdam Maximator, 11.6%.
Oh, right.
And
That's like their...
one called Gulp. It's at, I don't know how the heck you say that. It's like Curon, hit Curon. It's 11.6.
Het Cannon. That means strong cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Amsterdam is like their budget line, sort of like Milwaukee's Best is Miller's budget line. Yeah,
Very
Amsterdam is a whole line of beers produced by them for the budget. So it's a huge company, and they built a new brewery, and the brewery was so popular. This is their 400th anniversary. That the Queen of the Netherlands awarded them a special title, and now it's actually, if you look careful at the bottle, it's called Royal Grolsch today. It's an honorary title that only a few companies can get. Like if you're a big company that hires a lot of people, you know, and you do a lot of charity work and all that, you can get a title. So now they're called Royal Grolsch.
Mine doesn't say that.
I
Yeah,
don't see
it's on
that.
top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Royal
You gotta take
Grolsch.
your glasses
Oh,
off.
yeah, yeah. Royal
I'm
Grove.
still mate. I gotta take my glasses off.
Now, let's go down the line, and today, let's go east to west, because we're always going west to east. So, going up to New England. Oh, hey, is that Mr. David?
Yes, sir. That's him.
Let's go to Nate, K. What do y'all think about Grolsch?
I like it, but it also I'm not really sure about what you guys said about the strong hop smell aroma to it. I mean, it doesn't really ring a bell for me. What I could take away from it is it gets real kind of maltiness for sure with it. It's so malty, it's got a sweetness to it.
Yeah, SABMiller saying it's 4 out of 5 hops on the bitterness scale.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about bitterness. Like, really not terribly bitter at all.
It's not high on the foam head of foam scale, is it?
Well,
That is true. Not a lot of foam.
Yeah, well, not a lot of lacing either on my end too. Maybe I'm not have the best glass though, but I got this Guinness glass here. My friend here has this, and there's still not a whole lot of lacing on that either.
I see some people are making comments. John said it reminds him of Pax. And then John Walker says something else. Now, what is your overall impression of like the aroma? I'm not saying give a rating because we're examining it. We're not rating it. But your overall impression of it, you and your father and your friend.
Well, my dad hasn't opened this up yet, but
yes, I have actually.
You have, okay.
So drinking behind you.
What do you got?
Pizza?
A real aroma, not the pizza. The beer.
It's sweet. It definitely is sweet. I'm not sure if we're drinking the same batch that you guys are sampling.
Oh, that's going to taste the same. It's going to taste the same anywhere in the world.
You guys have the ball bottles with the pop cap?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
The ceramic cap on it?
That's ceramic. It's
plastic. I got the flip cap.
Do you think that maybe has some effect on the bottle fermentation?
Now, there's a rumor, but Miller doesn't address it. SABMiller doesn't address it. But the rumor is that in the flip cap, it's bottle fermented, and in the pry cap, it's just not bottle fermented. Regular old pasteurized beer.
Oh, okay.
Now, it could be true, but just because somebody on Wikipedia said it doesn't mean it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Although, it wouldn't shock me. This one does smell rich. Oh, well, I'm cutting into your examination. So, what is your overall impression? You said it's kind of sweet, malty.
Yeah. I think that's our general consensus here.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah. It's good. It wasn't terrible on the price either. It was about average for a 6-pack. We got it for, I think,
$10.
It was about $10. It was like maybe less than, maybe it was either $8.99 or $9.99. I think it was $8.99 that we got it for, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good price, really, compared to all the other imports. Now,
I paid $9.88 for mine, 6-pack. So.
Yeah. The shelf threatened $10, but it ended up at $8.50.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I don't know why it costs less there. We have a liquor tax and other things, so that's kind of bizarre. But
that is weird. Now another New Hampshire person is Eric. What do you think about it?
Massachusetts, but
what did I say?
New Hampshire.
Oh, and I've hardly even drank anything. All right. But I did wake up at 45.
I think I got 2 of these bottles, the ones with the flip tops, for $5. So I'm really happy with the price on that, and I'm really happy with, in general, with the product itself. I tend to really like these Euro Pale lagers a lot. I think they offer something to the table in terms of the flavor and a little bit of the complexity that you just don't get from normal Miller, Bud, or Coors type beers. I mean, I like the fact that a lot of these kind of beers from that region in Europe have a nice biscuity, malty quality, a nice little hop kind of a spice quality to it. It's just got a little bit more depth of flavor. It's not quite as watery as like a Miller High Life or a Coors Banquet beer. I think it's a nice light to medium bodied beer on the light side, but drinks really easy, got a right good amount of carbonation, flavors aren't really disgusting at all, and I'm not finding that my green bottle of beer is skunked in any way, shape, or form, so my assessment is I'm overall very happy and pleased with the beverage.
Yeah, and I did notice anybody else remarked about skunk, so it apparently was protected from the light. Now, traveling down the road to Connecticut, down Highway 1 from Boston or Interstate 95, whatever, to Connecticut, what does Friar Tuck think about Grolsch?
I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, it reminds me of Heineken, Warka, the regular Warka beer. The only thing I'm picking up any differently than anybody else. I'm getting the biscuity type taste and the smells from it. I'm getting a little bit of grassy hop smell. Mine.
That was what I was trying to describe exactly.
Yeah.
Usually you get that with any Euro Pale lagers, anyways, but you definitely get that with this one. And I'm getting a bit of a not slimy, but a thicker mouthfeel than say a Budweiser, or Schaefer, or anything like that.
It's a little more pronounced in its hop presentation, don't you think?
Yes. Definitely.
Now, we're going to travel down the road even. We're going to travel west on the highway into Indiana.
What about down 95 to Virginia?
We would go there, but there's a road construction because they don't have any of the product available to sample, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Burn.
Oh, but all right. John,
No,
John's gonna
I've had this beer recently, so I'm not too guilty about this. Grolsch, it's exactly what Eric said. It's got biscuity flavor, grassy hops. But the thing about this and Carlsberg and Kronenbourg and some of those other Euro pale lagers, they're so damn refreshing. They're so good. Like it's especially on a day like today when it was 90 degrees, they're so damn good. So I don't know if they were cheaper, I would definitely buy 12 packs of these all the time if I could get them. And as far as being hoppy, it's not hoppy at all. It's just very mellow and pleasant.
I think
it's not very heavy.
I think it is hoppy, but I think it's that.
Yeah, I mean it's more flavorful hops than bittering hops.
Right.
Very balanced.
So
It's not
down there in central, over there in central Virginia, you could see yourself drinking it, and not getting tired of it.
Oh yeah, no, well maybe once a month you get a 12 pack of it, or a 6 pack.
And Friar Tuck, you were gonna say something?
It's more of a flowery hop, like a grassy hop. It's not like a citrusy, West Coast style hop to it.
No way. Now over to Indiana, John. What do you think about it?
I think it's a good beer. I mean, it's got some good carbonation. The head went away very, very quickly on this. But I'm like Friar Tuck. I mean, it's got a heavy mouthfeel. It's dry on the back end. You pick up the big grains and the grassy feels. I don't know about you. Mine's got just a small touch of probably some skunk to it. Well, that might be that grassy notes coming through. I'm not really for sure. But
Yeah,
is it a good beer? Well, I've not drunk it since 2012, so it's a good beer. If I went to John Walker's house and he offered me one, I'd probably take it.
Would you buy it again?
Probably not.
You got silent.
I give $1.99 for a single bottle.
I wish I could find a single bottle here for $1.99, but I can't.
How could you say you
4-pack?
I'm just messing with you, John. You wouldn't buy it again. But John, let me challenge you. I'm going to challenge you on this. Okay. You said you wouldn't buy it again. But let's say I'm going to name a few other European beers similar to this and tell me if you would buy them again. Heineken.
I'd buy it if somebody offered one to take.
Carlsberg.
Probably not.
Kronenbourg.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Pilsner Urquell.
Yeah, I'd probably buy that again.
Beck's.
Probably.
So you're not super enthusiastic about the style, in other words.
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I'm not saying none of those beers are bad. What I'm saying is they don't require my taste. And I mean that. I guess when we kicked out of the club now.
No.
Probably.
I mean, no. They're good beer. It's like banquets. I really love, but somebody else might not really like. So I mean, that's where I'm at with these type beers. They're not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
They just don't appeal to me.
I mean, really, for real, personal preference does play a big part in beer drinking.
Yeah.
Why would?
That doesn't mean I don't like anybody on this panel.
Thank you.
Right, it's like we talk about food, right? Some people say, "Oh, I don't like seafood." Well, I'm not going to tell them, "Oh, you're an idiot. How dare you not like oysters and shrimp and catfish?" They tell me, "I just don't like it. It doesn't taste good to me." Oh, well. What do you like then? Oh, I like Italian sausage and red sauce. Oh, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
drink what you want to drink. Hell.
I mean, for the beer, for what it is, I think it's a good beer. But it doesn't require my taste.
Right.
And what
It just
you really
doesn't suit what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
See y'all later.
Who's leaving?
John
John.
Walker.
Au revoir.
John, what were you drinking?
Oh, yeah, John. I would like to do a one-on-one review. John.
John, be
Walker,
good, John.
Go find Bellhaven Wee Heavy, and we will do it.
Message me. Message me.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
All right, John. All right, John, be good.
All right. Now, I'm very curious about, and I'm not singling you out or leaving you out, but we were going north, and now we're going to go to the south. Jean Pierre, Mobile's premier beer reviewer. What do you think about Grolsch the first time you've ever had it?
First time I had it, first of all, can you guys hear me pretty good?
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Well, first of all, I'm looking at it. It's very cloudy, but it doesn't have that skunkiness as some people were saying. It doesn't have it to me. There's very little lacing on this beer, to me, and I like it. But to me, I don't think it's 5%. I think it's probably at least around 6. Maybe that's just me talking, but. I don't feel that 5%. I think it's a little more heavy, has a little more kick to it, like most of these foreign beers. Like, Heineken, when it says it's 4%, I wonder, or whatever the ABV is on that, I think it's more than that.
Come on, it's 5%.
Well, I don't think it is to me. I think maybe 5.3, maybe more than that, because this is my second one, and I'm feeling a little bit good right now. So,
Yeah, but look, there's a guy I work with. He says that he cannot drink Budweiser. I said, why you can't drink Budweiser? Oh, man, that stuff gets you so drunk. You drink for a while, you be drunk. I said, wait a minute. Now, this guy, he doesn't know anything about beer except that he drinks it, right? So he says, oh, no, I don't mess with Budweiser because it makes you too drunk. I said, but you just telling me how you're going to go buy a 12-pack of Bud Ice and drink that. Oh, yeah, because he said, oh, yeah, that doesn't affect you.
it's
got more alcohol. Oh, he said, oh, I don't believe that. But anyway, it's kind of making me think of that when you're bringing this up.
Well, maybe that's the reason, Jay. Again, maybe because the way they make their beers, overseas. And I know SABMiller is, behind this beer, but to me, just like with Heineken and even with Beck's, you feel there's a little more oomph to it than what the ABV that they mention on these beers. But I like it. I think it's very good. And like I said, it's a perfect beer to have on a very warm day. Like even down here today, it was like 93 degrees. Added humidity, felt like 100. And we're getting some rain right now. So. If you want to put my top 5, I'll put Heineken 1, Beck's, maybe Peroni, that beer right there, that Italian beer, and possibly this as those styles of beers that I kind of like.
Now, Jean, everybody's remarking about the cloudiness because we're all getting a crystal clear beer,
Well, I guess to me, it looks a little murky to me, but
it does look murky.
It looks cloudy from here.
Yeah,
but looks murky too, John, Sharon.
Yeah, I can tell it looks murky to me. His beer.
Oh, his beer.
But it tastes good. But it's good.
Oh, mine's good as well.
Now I'm gonna give my opinion, then we're gonna go out west.
Mine is crystal clear too.
I think it tastes great. I think this is better than any of those other ones that I've talked about. I think I like it more than Carlsberg, Heineken, Beck's. I don't know about Pilsner or Kel now, but to me it is more bitter than those other ones. It does have a strong grassy bitterness. I mean, it's there. Is it like an Imperial IPA? No. That's a different type of bitterness. It's like the heat coming out of an oven is different from the heat coming from outside when it's humid, so it's not the same. But, man, I could drink this stuff all day.
Yes.
I could see eggs, bacon, grits, some cheese in the grits, and some hot sauce on that.
Bacon and beer.
A perfect beer with a nice, mild or strong cheese. It's a perfect beer to have.
Well, I was thinking, Joe. This beer would be good with a nice cheese platter.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I can see that.
Elephant. Or a breakfast. I just think it's fantastic. I can understand why SABMiller was so hot to get their hands on this company. Man, would I love to try all those variants, especially the Het Cannon. But of course, that would be too strong, you know. You would have to sip that like so slow. And did you notice that when I put the post for the Het Cannon on Facebook that they even have a glass made for it?
Yes.
A chalice?
Awesome.
Oh, well, I'd love to get a hold of that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is any of that exported, Jay, or is it all just over there?
I think it's only over there. The only thing we get here is the Grolsch and the Grolsch Light. And you barely see Grolsch Light.
Yeah, I've never seen Grolsch Light.
Don't have Grolsch Light here. All we get is the Grolsch, and it's only in 6-packs here.
Eric says, just stick to Santa Claus. Oh, that's Santa Claus. That'll lay you out.
I
tell you
found
what,
one, and I'm going to try to age it for a year.
I've got one age. I can really only tolerate one Santa Claus a year. It's just too strong. It's too strong. It's too overwhelming. It's just, you can't hardly stand it.
What are you talking about, the St. Bernardus?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, about once a year is all I can handle that.
Santa Claus from Austria. Now,
14%.
oh yeah, it's unbelievable. Now,
drink
we're
one.
going out. So I'm a big fan of this. I love Grolsch, and I've always loved Grolsch, and I just love it. All right, now going out to Wyoming, Michelle Stitches and Beer Cup. What do y'all think about Grolsch?
I enjoy it, but I like the style. I like the Euro Pale lagers a lot. I don't know that I really have a favorite between this, Carlsberg, Heineken, Beck's, on down the line. If you count in the Czech ones, I'd probably go with the Staropramen. It's probably my favorite. Of all of them. But, of course, right. Pilsner Urquell is outstanding too. But yeah, I could drink this every day. I really enjoy the grassy hop, just that different flavor than you get from the American lagers, and it pairs great with pizza. We found that out tonight. So.
Oh, cool.
Woohoo! Papa John's. Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
We had ours with cheese. It just had crust underneath it and meat on top of it.
What?
Hey, and don't you think it has a nice biscuitiness to it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that in it.
The biscuit. Uh-oh, John, you got a compadre.
Yeah. My better half.
Hi.
I miss your better half.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, Miss Sharon. You come help us review this beer. Now, you drink some of this beer with us. Right now.
You'll see her in April.
Oh, in New Orleans? Is he going to be in New Orleans?
Yeah, Jay lives in New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yeah, it's funny because no one actually in New Orleans says that. It's like
darn it! I feel bad.
only people on TV say New Orleans. It's funny because people around here just say New Orleans. They say, "I live in New Orleans."
Nobody calls it NOLA, huh?
Only in the newspapers. Everybody says, because they want to save space printing, But everybody says New Orleans. Really, they say New Orleans or New Orleans, or some of the people in Uptown will say New Orleans. New Orleans. But I've never actually heard anyone from the city say New Orleans.
They need those pronunciations T-shirts like Louisville has.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. Now, Michelle Stitches, what do you think about this? Because I know you're not a lagerhead.
I'm not a lagerhead. I'm going to argue with everybody. First, mine poured with a very thick head. It was like almost 2 inches of foam on top of mine. So I did get good foam. Number 2, I definitely smelled hops. It wasn't that in-your-face American Cascade hops, but the nose of it definitely had a nice hoppiness to it. And I'm going to argue with Jean. Ours was crystal clear. So just the batch we got, which makes me wonder if they are having some kind of consistency issue since people are getting different things. Now, we had the kind with the rubber gasket type top with the flip up. So I don't know how that affects it. But otherwise, if I'm going to have a lager, I'd much rather have this than an American lager. And like Paul said, I think it's delicious with pizza, especially on a hot day when you're hungry and thirsty. It's going down smooth.
So you would rather have this over a Budweiser or a Coors?
Any day of the week.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I would too. To be honest, I would too. 5%, they're all the same ABV. But man, I'll tell you what, it is so enjoyable. Now, let's see. Any last? Oh, Keone.
Don't forget beer cup. Or did he talk?
He already said he liked it. He liked these type of beers. And he said he found that the hoppiness was like, what'd you say? It was like grassy hops.
Yeah, grassy.
You were distracted by your pretty wife, John.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they got distro that Cannon over here too. So
yeah,
they don't. You can't get it over here.
Oh, Cannon, man, yeah, I would buy that so fast. Okay, now Keone, what do you think? Cause have you had this before, Keone?
No, this is the first time. Okay. I found it has a really nice color. Mine is crystal clear, so I don't know what John Pierre's. What's wrong with his beer anyways? But.
Well, what happened was, guys, listen, I bought my beer this afternoon. I left it in the car during my lunch break. I left it in the car, so, maybe, and it has those regular tops. It doesn't have that, the top that you guys were talking about earlier. So maybe some sun might have gotten into it. I don't know. So
John, what's the date on yours?
What's that date? Let me take a look. Hold on.
Pretty hot in a car in Mobile in the summer, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
John's got brewed an extra time around.
Ew.
Probably boiling in the car.
Go ahead, talk, Keone. Go ahead, talk. I'll find the date.
All right. What I wanted to say about this beer, I felt like it was excellently balanced. I had quite a few Pilsners in my day, and I found this one to be the best. To me, this is like Guinness. It's so smooth. I could see sessioning this beer no problem. The hops and the malt I feel that are balanced and they're sweet, and there's nothing really offensive I could find about this beer. I could drink it with anything. I do believe that this is better than anything else that I tried, given Beck's, Heineken, all those other beers. This tops it. To me, this is as smooth as Guinness.
Whoa.
Hey, that's my boy. Hey, Keone. So, in other words, you would buy it again.
I would buy it again, but the only thing that deters me is the price. A lot of places for a 4-pack of this is like $10. There's only a few that's $8.99. So if I could get it at a more reasonable price, I'd buy it all the time.
And and that's a good point right there. I mean, I give $1.99 for a single bottle, which I mean, that for what it is, I don't know if that's high or not, but I mean the price point on some of these beers, I guess you're paying a lot for the export to get them over here. I don't know.
You're probably using expensive, relatively expensive ingredients. It's not like it's not super cheap.
Yeah.
My bottle, I bought this bottle in New Jersey, and it was $2.49.
So you got a better bottle than I did for 49
cents. Oh, that's pretty good, Jay. Very good.
That's around what
I bought it at Libby's Liquors on U.S. Highway 1 in New Jersey, and I put it in my trunk, and it did get warm, but I don't think it was really, really hot, but it got warm. But then I put it back in the fridge, and it tastes fine, like nothing happened to it. Not that I would really recommend getting beers cold and then hot and then cold again.
Yeah, skunk them up.
But, I talked to a guy one time about that. Chunky beers and getting beers hot and cold. He goes, you don't realize how many times that beer's hot and cold before it even gets to the shelf in the package store, the convenience store, or in the Walmart type store.
Oh, yeah, because these distributors, they'll go eat lunch and leave the stuff out in the sun.
Yeah.
They don't care. They'll leave it in the heat. Believe me, they are not taking super care of it like you hope. They are leaving it in the heat all the time. So these beers are pretty durable. They are pretty durable. And I'm talking about craft beers, too. They'll drive up with craft beers, and they'll leave it out in the sun. And, John, what's that expensive bourbon that everybody tries to get, that Pappy?
Van Winkle.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pappy Van Winkle. Okay. Wait.
Van Winkle.
Did y'all notice that this beer has no head on it and no lacing? I mean, Michelle said
very little lacing. Very
Michelle
little
said
lacing.
she got a lot of head on hers, but I got no lacing.
I got no lacing on mine. I got a pretty deep head when I first poured it.
Tiny lacing. Tiny.
Middle of the night,
I got
looking
no-
for spare parts.
no
for the
lacing
transfer.
here.
Tiny.
Yeah, this beer looks like Keystone Premium without any lacing.
Keystone Premium.
Yeah, but it's about a million times. Yeah, but it's about a million times better than Keystone Premium.
Hell yeah.
And just a point of interest about those bottles, like if anybody want to send us your empties, because we looked into it, and to buy the empty bottles from a home brewer site costs almost as much as it cost us to buy the Grolsch that's got the beer in it that we can drink first and then reuse the bottle, so you know which one we choose to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting a good deal.
My buddy used to get the returns. They used to charge him a nickel or whatever it was, wherever they returned. I mean, you got to wash the living daylights out of him. But you don't know what he's doing to them. But
Right.
you know, people return. But it was a package store near where he lived. That's where we used to get the Grolsch bottle flip tops, and they would just charge him a nickel, and then he'd have to buy a case of them. But
Yeah, well, you got to sanitize before you put beer in it anyway.
Exactly.
Well, when I was in New York City, they charged me a nickel for each bottle that I took out of the store, so I had to pay deposit. But we don't have any deposit in Louisiana. I think at one time we used to have that, but they got rid of it.
Very lucky.
Thank God you don't, because, man, it cost me a fortune when we down there a couple months ago.
It's crazy. I
remember in the early 70s, I think there was some kind of deposit you could get, but then they got rid of that law, so then, that was it. Nobody brings bottles back. No deposits in Wyoming either. Okay.
John's got the date.
I found the date. The date is September 9th, 2014.
Really?
There goes the reason why it's cloudy.
Wow.
It's way out of date.
That's crazy.
I'm going to say this, Sean. How much did you bought? 6-pack?
It was $9.88.
Oh, get your money back.
Yeah, keep your receipt. And if you call your distributor, they'll probably refund you the full amount or buy you a new fresh 6-pack. I'm serious.
Okay.
SABMiller is pretty serious about fresh. They're not going to play around with that.
There's an airplane going by.
But you might make somebody lose their job. But anyway, next week we're looking at
here not too long ago, and mine was outdated.
What was it?
Mine was outdated not too long ago on a beer review.
Oh,
mine's good till October 14th. So mine's good.
Yeah, I bought an Efes Pilsner. I bought a single bottle of it a couple of months ago, and that bottle on it, I bought it this year, said 2013 on it.
Wow.
Well,
That's coming all the way from Turkey, by the way.
Wow. Turkey, right.
And it tasted old and skunky, and it tasted like mineral water.
Well, the thing is, guys, that you got to go to places like these independent supermarkets, whether it be a Greer's or a Rouse's or places like that, where you can find these styles of beers. You're not gonna get these styles of beers at Walmart. Walmart doesn't care. All they care is that, hey, we're selling Natural Light, Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors Light, Keystone, Colt 45, whatever. Steel Reserve, that's all we care about. We don't care about these other beers. So, to hell with you guys. So, that's why I think maybe the reason why that beer might have been up on the shelf, I don't know. But I might look into doing that, Jay. I got to find my receipt and get my money back.
That's the price they gave you, man. I know at Walmart, when they have the Long Hammer, they have the Long Hammer IPAs. And just before they expire at 90 days, Walmart will blow them out for $8 for a 12-pack.
Damn.
Wow.
But you know what I've done? John? I buy a lot of my beer at Myers. Not my craft beer, but my regular adjunct lager beers I buy at Myers. And I'll walk through there, and I'll take a marker, like a Mark-a-Lot or a Sharpie or something, and I'll mark the bottom of like a 6-pack or something. Just see how long it sits on there. 'Cause if I go back the next week, I'll see if it's been picked up or bought.
Huh.
That's clever.
Yeah. So like a lot of them beers that like something like this or some of these other beers like that you don't really think's a big hitter. I'll take 2 or 3 of them. If I got like 6 of them, I'll take 2 or 3 of them. And I'll mark it how long it's on the shelf.
Wow.
Do they usually sell?
Nah, some of them sit there for a while.
Okay, now to close this out, Michelle Stitches said we found that you have to check dates on everything, food, and then she took it down. It's food. What else did you say?
Beer, etc. It should be up there. We find it on the shelves in our grocery store all the time. Milk past due, bread past date. Salad dressing, canned items, bottom up. They're just not checking it anymore. You have to be really diligent or they'll sell you stuff that's already bad. It's too expensive to do that.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's a good idea to check dates, especially with something like beer. Now, if it's canned chili, it probably isn't going to matter. 'Cause that stuff will last forever, you know. But
Yum.
I'm just saying, you know, it's processed. But anyway, next week we're looking at SABMiller's Boston Ale, which is a little bit different. Little bit different thing there. So SABMiller's Boston Ale. So we're going to get into some ales and stouts, and then we'll be back into lagers, imperial lagers. So thank you, folks, for joining this. I thought it was really interesting because this beer is kind of a world classic, you know.
Good. Real good.
So thank you, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Good night.
Next, another 1:30.